Welcome to the Oral Cancer Survivor Story Series. Today I have Jeanette. She has quite a story. Tell us how your story started.
July will be 19 years of survivorship. I was 26 years old, and my cancer started the lateral tongue from ill-fitting braces, and a sore appeared. And because I didn't have any risk factors, everybody ignored it.
You had braces before you got married, so you'd have nice, beautiful, straight teeth.
Yes.
And 3 weeks after braces, you got a sore on your tongue?
Yes.
How long did you have braces for?
2 years. And the sore never went away. I saw the orthodontist, and I saw the dentist, and I saw my doctors.
They all said it's trauma from the braces.
Yeah. And because it wasn't hurting or bleeding or anything, they ignored it.
Were you ever a smoker or a drinker?
Nope.
No. You get your braces off, you get married, and when were you diagnosed?
7 months to the day after my wedding. A month before the official diagnosis, my tongue swelled to the size of a golf ball. Even after that, I had to switch with mouthwash and antibiotics for 2 weeks before they sent me to an oral pathologist.
So you go to this oral pathologist, you get diagnosed. Did anybody go back to your orthodontist and say anything?
They did. The oral pathologist was quite furious and gave them a piece of his mind. When I sat down in his chair, I opened my mouth and he said, "I don't even have to biopsy this. This is cancer." And he cried. A professional cried over what was going on in my mouth and how it was missed. I will never forget that.
Wow. How do you think you got it? If you had a guess, obviously we'll never know for sure.
I think it's repetitive injury to the area, because where the braces were, even though they weren't always rubbing against it, in the beginning they were and it was bleeding, but then it always was a little bit stressed. And they know that cancer can be caused by repetitive, stressful injuries.
Good to know. What have you learned from all of this that you could share with us?
Having oral cancer as a young adult and newlywed, I really learned to celebrate the little things. Like when I got my bandages off my face, we celebrated. And when I had enough saliva to brush my teeth and spit in a bowl, we celebrated. And our first wedding anniversary, we had to toast with "Ensure" down my peg too. I mean, we were focusing on what time we had together. We had no idea it would be this long. It's been such a blessing.
Sounds like you have a really thoughtful and caring husband.
Oh, he's a saint. I did.
Could you tell us a little bit about the surgery you've had?
My original surgery was 14 hours long. It's removal of 60% of my tongue, reconstruction from a free flap from my arm, and all the lymph nodes removed from the right side. And then I've had 2 additional surgeries where I had an infection in my jaw and they had to go in and clean it. And then I had to have a bone graft because the original surgery, it didn't heal right.
How long after your first surgery was your second and your third?
My second surgery ended about 9 months after the first. And then my bone graft happened 5 years later because we didn't realize it was broken until I got pregnant, which was a miracle in itself.
How many years are you a survivor?
19.
So your son is 14 years old. That's beautiful. I know that we met because I spoke in your area.
You have really shown me the importance of sharing my story, passing it along, passing the hopefulness along to others, especially other survivors like us with head and neck cancer.
Your story really matters, and I know that by telling it today, it's going to save lives. Thank you, Jeanette. Hope to see you again soon.
Bye.
Bye.